Did you know that you may be overlooking one of the most important aspects of your serve, and it has nothing to do with your racket or your swing? In today's lesson, I'm going to show you what you can focus on that could dramatically improve your serve. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I'm the founder of Tennis Evolution, one of the leading online tennis instruction websites in the world. We want to impact millions of players worldwide, and we want to do it with simple instruction that can help you play more like the pros. And in today's lesson, we're going to focus on the serve. I love teaching the serve. I've been studying it for years, and today we want to talk about not the racket, not the serving arm, not the dominant arm. We don't want to talk about how to use the legs or keeping the head up. We're going to talk about the off arm and the off hand. This is so important and so overlooked. We get so fixated on our swing and our shoulder turn and how we load and our grip and our trophy position. It's all important, and it's what I teach. But we're ignoring, so many players are ignoring the tossing arm. And so this is not something that I want you to start with when it comes to your serve. When you're building your foundation with your serve, I want you to get the right grip. I want you to work on your first move. I want you to improve your trophy position. That's primary. But I want you to have an awareness of what your tossing arm is doing, because it could be dramatically impacting your serve. It could be causing double faults, inconsistency, a lack of power, and a lack of accuracy. So let's go through some of the characteristics that I see with the tossing arm and what you can do to start improving it. First off, when you focus on your toss, you want to make sure that you get your tossing arm as straight as possible. In the Racquet Fit instruction that I do, Racquet Fit is a group that focuses on the body tennis connection, in this case the body serve connection. We have a characteristic called bent elbow toss. And so what happens with bent elbow toss is that when you toss the ball, your arm is still bent. So we see a lot of players, when they toss the ball, their arm is still bent and it doesn't go completely straight. Now, if you're a coach watching this, and even if you're a player, if you keep telling yourself to get your tossing arm straight, but it won't go straight, it stays bent, it won't go all the way up, that may not be a technique, easy for me to say, that may not be a technique issue. That may not be your mechanics. It may be that you have a limitation in your body. Let me explain. You might have a tight lat. So if your lat, this is your lat here, latissimus dorsi. If your lat is tight, you're not going to be able to straighten your arm. You're going to get restricted. If you have a tight rotator cuff on your non-dominant arm, you might not be able to get the shoulder up. If you're not able to side bend, so if you can't side bend when you toss the ball, you might have a bent elbow toss. So what I would advise you to do is start to work, give yourself corrective exercises, which we can help you with at Tennis Evolution if you decide to go deeper with us. You want to focus on opening up your lat, your shoulders, your spine, your ability to side bend so that you can straighten your arm. Just know that going in. So many players are tossing the ball and they're not getting their arm straight. Let's go through a couple other issues that I see here. When you toss the ball, you want to make sure that when you toss the ball, you'll notice when I toss it like this, the palm of my hand is staying in this position. Okay, I'm tossing it like this. Now what's going to happen is if you keep your arm in that position with the palm up like this, you're going to block yourself. Okay, you're not going to be able to stretch your arm up as high. So when you toss the ball, this is the secret, one of the secret tips of the toss and what to do with the non-dominant arm, is that when you toss the ball, you want to work on rotating your hand. See what I just did there? I toss and then I rotate. So now the palm of my hand is facing towards the side. So I toss, palm up, and as it releases, I rotate. This is a very advanced concept, but I want to show you some of the secrets of what the pros are doing. Now, don't get me wrong. There are pros that toss the ball and they keep their hand like this, or they go like this, and they have their wrist broken like this. You can still make it work. You can still have a great serve. But I am proposing that you consider tossing and getting the palm of the hand facing to the side, and that you keep your wrist more neutral. So instead of tossing like this, okay, and having the wrist in that position, you toss and you try to keep your wrist neutral. Now, are you going to be able to do this when you hit serves? Probably not. So I would advise, just like I'm doing now, just come out here and practice your toss and see how straight you can get your tossing arm, and see if you can get your palm facing to the side like this. That's really going to help you with extension. Again, if you feel restriction, you're going to have to do corrective exercises. You're going to have to work on your body. It's as simple as that. If you want to make changes in your game, you can't just look at mechanics. You have to look at the limitations in your body and make those improvements. Now, a couple more tips for you. When you toss the ball, can you spread the fingers? I see a lot of people tossing the ball and their fingers are all kind of contorted and just in these positions like this. They release the ball like this, their arm is bent, they release like this. No, we've got to really work on extension. Being a great athlete, being great at tennis involves creating space away from the ball. It also involves creating space in the body. That's a big concept. Create space in the body, and the way you do that is you stretch up your arm, you get the palm facing to the side, and you spread these fingers as if there's lightning bolts coming out of your fingers up to the sky. You can't be in this position when you toss the ball if you want to serve as well as you can. Now remember, before you go out and start thinking about this when you're competing, don't do this, okay? Focus on this when you're in a non-competitive environment, when you can go out alone and work on your serve. The serve is the one shot in tennis you can practice without a partner. I used to practice my serve all the time on the tour. I'd go hit a hopper every day. When I was in college, I hit more serves than anyone, all alone, didn't need a partner. I had that time to myself to work on my serve, and this is a concept that you can work on. Now, the last thing that I want to finish with, and it's around connecting your body, your tossing arm to your non-dominant arm. If you think you're going to serve well just by throwing the toss up like this or the ball up this and keeping your arm in this position, you've got another thing coming. You have to connect your tossing arm to your dominant arm so they work together. So you'll see that when I toss the ball and I get that arm up straight, I'm also turning with my dominant arm. So I want you to practice seeing if you can connect the arms together. Now, a lot of players, they focus on down together, up together. Yes, the arms are connected this way, but what's missing here is there's no shoulder turn and no coil. So what I want you to practice is see if you can move the arms, but still turn the shoulders, okay? Can you move the arms and turn the shoulders? That's a huge key to getting this right, to connect the non-dominant arm to the dominant arm. The reality is that if your non-dominant arm is not connected to the rest of your body, when you coil on your forehand, when you toss and turn on your serve, you're not going to be the player that you want to be. So the point of this lesson is to focus on your tossing arm, to see if you can get it straight, to see if you can get the palm facing the side. Can you spread your fingers? Like I said before, don't focus on this in your ladder match or in your tournament. Focus on this away from competition. See if you can make it work for you. Of course, if you have any questions for me, please leave a comment below or a question. Like this channel, share it with others. Sharing means you care and you want to help. I'm giving of myself to help you. I would love any type of reciprocal help to share this channel. And with that being said, we have a free membership to offer you. It's inside our Tennis Evolution app. It's also in our online portal. The free app is amazing. Click the link below or somewhere in this video and you'll get access to 21 free lessons. It can help you with your serve, your forehand, your strategy, your backhand, your footwork, injury prevention mindset. The list goes on and on. We just want to help. We want to get you to the next level faster. We want to make tennis more fun again for you. We want you to learn in an easier, fast fashion. We'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks for your time today. This is Jeff Salzenstein. I look forward to seeing you at the next lesson.